to that. This is going to be the first video in our beginner set of videos. And I'm not going to go through all the like prices and whatnots. I'm going to have all of that written down. I just want to concentrate on what we're actually looking at instead of telling you, go here, go there. I'll have it all written out for you. And I'll have a little slideshow at the end of some of the pictures I took. So let's start with the first thing that we need. And that's going to be crochet hooks. These are just examples. There's basically two styles of hook. This is the Susan Bates, and this is Boye, B-O-Y-E. And you can already tell the difference. And then when you turn it to the side, Bates is the neck right there, that little shaft in there, is much closer than this one. Has a little bit more of a gap. And then the back, just straight flat. So this is really going to be one of the first things you're going to have to figure out for yourself. Now, my suggestion is to buy one Bates and one Boye and practice. Of course, that'll come in the next video when we learn how to hold our stuff. But for now, you could buy one I hook in the Bates and then do a H hook in the Boye. Because we're just going to be doing simple things, so it doesn't matter which one. But depending on how you learn to hold your yarn, one of these is going to be easier for you. I tried the Bates, but for some reason, the way I held it and the way my wrist turned and everything, the yarn just slipped out of that little bit right there. But the Boye, it didn't. And this one is actually the very first hook I got. And it's the reminiscent of the Boye, but it's so old, it doesn't even have a brand. I mean, it's just like, who knows who made it. Because Boye always has their name on the back. But it has the same style neck. Okay. And in the beginning, this was great, but now that I've gotten just a little bit older, grabbing that right there in that little thing, having my hand closed like that for too long, it aggravates my carpal tunnel. So that's the first thing. Okay, one Boye, one Bates. Okay, now extra bit is, I won't be able to speak enough about this. This is the Clover Amour. And this is aluminum. It's the same kind of style as the Boye, but this aluminum is just like butter. The yarn just slides off like butter. I don't know what this is made of, but it's not the same. It's still smooth, but not the same. So there's hooks. One Boye, one Bates. And either get an I hook and an H hook. Get one of each. So there's that. Next is, you're going to need some kind of scissors. Why do I have two? You need some kind of scissors. These are actually sewing scissors to cut thread. They were my mother-in-law's, so that's why I'm using those. These are my favorite though. I call them snips. I don't know if they're scissor snips, thread cutters, thread snips, sewing scissors. I've seen them under a bunch of different names, but you can buy these on Amazon, and you can get them in a pack of 3 for like $5 or $6. I actually got my first pair at Hobby Lobby, but when I tried to Google it, I don't know if I just didn't type in the right name or whatever, but I couldn't find it. But they are in the sewing section. And I can't remember how much they are. I want to say like $2.99 or something like that. And I really like them. They've lasted a long time. Well, since 2013. All right. Hooks, scissors. Now let's talk about stitch markers quickly. If nothing else, you can use that. Easy. Okay. I did use these in the beginning, but I don't like how that would get in my way. They would get in my way. So I did finally just like get some real stitch markers. These are made of rubber, kind of like some type of rubber. And I like to use these when I'm closing a project and I want to make sure that it doesn't come undone. But I don't use them if I'm like, I need stitch markers through my pattern. I won't use these because they're hard to get in and out. This is my favorites right here. These are actually by Clover, but Michaels has an off-brand of these. And we're talking like $3, you know. And then these are the safety pin ones. I use these all the time too. Really easy. And you can get both of these off of Amazon as well. I know I got these at Michaels. I know I got those. And then I know I got these from Hobby Lobby. Next, let's talk about tapestries. Now, in case you're going to wonder, this box actually came, I've seen them with these in them, the rubber ones. And I love it because it just, I pinch it and opens. And I keep my tapestries in there. These are the most common ones. These just plain silver ones. They have a wide eye. And I think these are like size 16. Okay. These are actually called, what's it called? Plastic canvas needles. I tried to look for them. I didn't see them at Joann's. And then if you want to spice it up a little bit, these are aluminum also, and they're very lightweight. When I first started using them, I didn't like them because I'm used to the weight of these metal ones, which I still love. And these are by Clover. And they usually come in a pack of 2. Now, Amazon also has these too in different colors. And, you know, you probably see me in my videos. I have a green one, but I always have like a bunch because these things get up and walk away. They're so easy to lose. So I try to always have some on hand. And let's see what else. Next is, these are a couple of extra bits. You do not need these to start, but you know, you never know if you're going to be overkill. Hobby Lobby has the best deal on these. I can't find a better deal. They're going to be in the sewing section. And I found mine on like an end cap. Right on this, there's the wall of sewing, and there's this like end cap just hanging there. And that's where I found these. And I have like quite a few of them. They're just kind of here and there and everywhere. And I do use both of these, surprisingly. So, just some row counters. Back in the day, I used to have a paper and would just like mark it. But if you want to fancy up, once you start learning to crochet a little bit, I'm going to have these for you. Now, for the main attraction. Yarn. All right, we're going to start breaking this down just a little bit. This, of course, is going to be my all-time favorite. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, they don't play. And I feel like they might have gone up a little bit more now. Not sure. I haven't bought. I've been really working on using my scraps, so I haven't been like shopping. But yeah, and they don't have the 40% off anymore. Just so you know, they aren't doing the 40% off anymore. They got rid of that, I believe, the beginning of what year are we in? 2021, I believe. They got rid of it. But they do put their yarn on sale every other week for 30% off. So this would be like $3.49 or something like that. I can't remember. Or $3.79, something like that. But this is great for making hats and, you know, like wearables. Wearables. And it's so soft. This Craft Smart, this is a winner chicken dinner too, because this is from Michaels. This is from Michaels. And okay, the yardage is comparable, just one yard short. This is just as soft as Hobby Lobby's. $3.49 every day. And that's a good deal. I've made a lot of stuff. You saw my beanie and that headband, that crisscross. I made it out of this stuff, and it is so soft. I didn't have to pre-wash it either. So these are going to be my first two favorites. You get a lot for the money. I can't stress that enough. It's so soft and gushy. Big Twist is a Joann's brand. And when I first got it, I didn't like it, but it's grown on me. It's a lot better. This actually has 380 yards versus the 354. So this has got a lot of yardage too. And it's soft, but not as soft. You could probably make something wearable in this if you want it. And this is $3.99 every day. And they do put their yarn on sale too sometimes. The next soft, this has the least amount of yarn in it. $2.77. So we're talking about $3.50 to $2.70. So that's 80 yards less. But I've made hats out of this too, and it's nice. But this is $3.99. This is $3.49. Same place. So just think about that. It's like, I know this is, well, Loops and Thread is a Michael brand. I'm going to guess it's like Joann's Big Twist, but so is this. And this is so much better. I don't know why. So there's that. And then, of course, the old faithful, tried and true Red Heart Super Saver. Definitely the most durable. I've made coasters. I know most people would use cotton, but I use acrylic for some reason. I like it better. And I have washed it. I've spilled coffee all over it, everything. It washes up. It holds up. Very little fraying. I have made a headband, and I hope to do a tutorial on it because it is like my favorite one. It was probably the first one I made. And it's made in like an off-white color. I have washed that thing so many times. Red Heart Super Saver. It did take me like a couple times. I had to wash it a couple of times because this can be scratchy on the skin. My experience. Limited. I don't wear a lot of crochet in Red Heart. It's mostly going to be in, especially if I'm making for somebody, I don't skimp. I get the best I can. Can't go wrong with this. And this is this is $3.99. They have gone up. Used to always be able to get this for $2.99, but they've gone up to $3.99. I think Walmart is, I want to say $3.59 or $3.79. And then Joann's is $3.99. And I would not suggest buying yarn on Amazon unless you absolutely had to, because they do mark everything up so much. All right, so there is your basic yarn. Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Walmart. I don't ever buy yarn at Walmart, just to be honest, because I can get Red Heart at Joann's. Okay. These are the basic ones that you can choose from. And honestly, if you're first starting out, this is the cheapest one, Michaels. So if there's a Michaels near you, I'd go grab a couple. Just a couple of skeins. What color? Okay. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. Light colors. You can even do this blue. This blue is a country blue. It's still light enough. You definitely don't want to do brown or black or dark purple, anything that's dark, because you need to be able to see what you're doing. I prefer these light colors, like a Aran color, even, just yellow, whatever. Because this first start, we just want to be able to see what we're doing. And I never realized that until I put these all together. This is the best value. I don't know what you have near you. That's why I was trying to add in the most common places. Walmart sometimes does clearance, but I never am there when they do that. Hobby Lobby, I know, does a clearance in the summer. I want to say like July or something. So I have to keep my mind open for that. I wouldn't do any of the chunky yarns, like the stuff that has this texture. And I wouldn't even do this blanket yarn. Even though it's really thick, I wouldn't, on this first go, I wouldn't do that. I would just stick to these plain. All right, so now you know where to get some yarn. You're going to pick up a Susan Bates and one boy. You may even pick up a Clover, but if you don't know you're going to stick with it, I would go with the less option first, and that's going to be a Susan Bates and boy. Pick up 1 or 2 skeins. Get two different colors. And you probably don't even need to buy scissors. I just threw this extra bits in case you were like me and I just wanted to have a little bit of stuff. You just need your hook and a yarn. That's going to be like the gist of it. All right, guys. This is the easy part. The next video, we're going to practice our hands and see how that goes. That's going to be deciding whether you're going to move forward, really. I don't want to waste your time. So that video will be coming up. And I don't have, I'm going to try to have like at least a couple of options. Like 2 ways to hold your stuff. And of course, you're welcome to scour the YouTube world and see how other people do it. I'm going to try to break it down into the 2 types to practice from. And until I see you, I will just catch you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.